Good evening, and welcome to FlameFlash.net podcast. Wait, episode 100. Yes, 100. We've made it. We made it this far. Now, technically, of course, 2 year mark is at 104, but everybody seems to celebrate those big, round numbers, so why not? We'll get started, though, with the usual Raptor report. Super Mario Land 3D still comes in. Right now, I believe I am beating my head against the second to last stage, trying to get that last star coin, because it's a rehashed speedrun stage of one of the earlier levels. I guess they started running out of time, ideas. I don't know. Awesome Nuts. Played it with the sun on Steam. We seem to like the Steam version better just because there are more characters. He's a giant robot dwarf, and I'm some sniper rifle wielding rogue spy woman that, well, I like blinding my opponents or sending them running, because the moment that beam starts to target somebody, they run the other way. And it's a very satisfying feeling to be able to do that to somebody like that. Plus, I have the whole generate my own little saw droids to defend me. Win-win right there. Blind the guy, bring out your droids, and then I have this tank coming over and Hulk smashing everything. Perfect. Need for Speed Most Wanted. Wait, what? He's playing games? What? That's right, Need for Speed Most Wanted. Clearly, I need practice. Because among my Origin friends, this was the game I got for free from SimCity. Among my Origin friends, one fellow completely nailed a race that I have not been able to catch him yet. So more practice is needed. My beef with this game, just like it was with Burnout Paradise, is you don't know where you're going. You have to watch the map. Yes, there are big white checkpoint invisible poles in the ground, but if you are supposed to be turning left, you can still go straight, and you can then be off the course, off the road, and you're done. I don't like that. Sure, a police blockade could show up and block your path, like it does, say, on the second lap of one of them, but I'd rather have a closed course with car roughhousing and stunts and that kind of thing. Once we lose the comfort of a closed course, I lose some of the fun just because I'm worried about staying on the right quote-unquote track. League of Legends. I really like the Lux character. I thought the Jenny Angel character was going to be my main once I finally had enough reputation points to purchase a character. But this Lux, the abilities seem to fit my playstyle better. A little sniper bomb that I can put on the ground. The shield. And crap, I'm forgetting the other two abilities, but it's that sniper bomb. Oh, a slow. So the slow and a shield makes that character a very useful support character. I can shield the person, slow everybody else down, and let my teammates get the heck out of dodge. And if I'm really feeling generous and lucky, charge up the ultimate, and boom, nice big laser blast. I approve. I approve greatly. Sim City shows up with almost as much playtime as World of Warcraft. And curse you, zombie invasions. A zombie invasion really throws a monkey wrench into a stable economy. So I had everything nicely gridded out. Education was rolling. I was finally getting crime under control, leaking over from other cities in the region. And then I get a zombie apocalypse in my city. So suddenly I go from a stable environment, where you slowly build up to the point you're at, to almost all my buildings being empty. And so I have to just keep shutting off services all the way down the line. Criminals come back. The schools are closed. It's almost took me back to square one with this city. I might as well just abandon it and start over. I won't. But that did kind of chase me away from it. I don't think I've touched it since starting to recover from the zombie apocalypse. So we'll see if I go back. I probably will. World of Warcraft. So, I am now the master. Achieved one of my goal achievements, which was get the cooking apprentice all the way up. And I approve. Now all I have to do is go get that flippable table. We're solid. We are done. I may go ahead and get the last 2 cooking recipes just to, fill out my cooking recipe list that is exceptionally long on my main character. But getting that achievement was nicely satisfying. Now just to get that darn Pandaren kite. Shame I don't have more time for dailies. Oh well. Magic the Gathering, Duels of the Planeswalkers, shows up as the number 1 slot this week, which makes sense given that I went to a Friday Night Magic. I organized my decks, and then I also did a casual play Magic on Tuesday. So, lots of Magic the Gathering going on. My red-blue Izzet deck definitely still needs work. It doesn't help it that I stole the couple of fogs I had from that deck and gave it to my blue-black mill deck. The blue-black zombie deck, the little I got to test it, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I don't think it could withstand somebody who's paid money for each individual hand-picked card, but I have fun with the zombie horde, and that's what matters. The red, green, black deck was a surprise to me. First off, I was playing against a mill deck, so there went my creatures, just ever so slowly. But I managed to get my Planeswalker out. That doesn't count as a creature. So, creature wipe effects, I ignored them. Finally, what won the game, because it was a 3-player match, was dropping, oh crap, I can't remember the name of the card, but it cuts every player's life totals in half every upkeep every one of their upkeeps. So I laid it when I had the most life. Therefore, as long as they can't hit me with anything, I win. And they couldn't hit me with anything. The control mill deck had already literally burned through his burn spells, and I was able to get enough defenses out that the green-white deck knew he couldn't get through, knew he couldn't punch through. So I got it. That was a very odd but satisfying win. I'm going to go in reverse order here a little bit. Gaming-wise, news-wise, segueing into news, Flashback flashes back. Was not expecting this. It's kind of coming out of left field, just like DuckTales. I'm not as excited as I was about the DuckTales, but it's Flashback, and it's going to be in HD. Supposedly it's being worked on by the original team. I still have my original Flashback, probably CD, for the Mac, in my game case. Sure, I could go upstairs, try to figure out how to boot in OS 9 and play it, but I'd rather sit back, relax, and play it on the PS3. That's going to be an enjoyable experience. Flashback, if you're not familiar, it's an adventure game. It's a puzzle-solving adventure game. Think Pitfall or Prince of Persia, but updated for then, and now updated for now. If I could only do one, though, it would be DuckTales. But hopefully I'll be able to do both. In which case, Flashback definitely gets a new play. We're going to just randomly grab for a moment, in old school Flame Flash style, 27-year-old hermit. So this guy, clean shaven, haircut really short, 27 years out in the woods, in Maine. Yeah, Maine. So he's surviving winters in Maine in a massive multitude of sleeping bags. No fires, because he didn't want to be discovered. He's been arrested for stealing food, which kind of doubt the hunting's very good when you don't have a weapon to hunt with. Supposedly he stayed current on current events thanks to a radio. A single radio out in the woods. The police interviewed said that a couple of the trees have grown over the rope holding his tent up. So he's been there a while. Quite a while. Random news aside, entertainment-wise, Blizzard bought IGN's old Pro League. Now, what they're doing, supposedly, is taking all of that tech, all those patents, and they're going to shove them somehow into what they currently have going. My assumption, this is for Hearthstone. This is for Blizzard All-Stars, so that they can incorporate a streaming feature right into those two games. Because I think those two games would benefit greatly from a streaming feature. Kind of like how people like to watch League of Legends. They'd have their own League of Legends in PlayStation All-Stars. And then they'd run Hearthstone and the All-Stars. Seems like a good plan to me. Back to EA. The I'm just going to give this a nod. Voted the worst company in America. Clearly, the internet has their communal shorts in a knot, or a stick somewhere where the sun doesn't shine. Because for a video game company to be voted worst company in America, when other contenders like ExxonMobil and, Bank of America are out there, yeah. Bank of America, you're on my list of never doing business with you. Yeah, it doesn't sound as intimidating when I, include the whole sentence. Cheetah speed, go! There's that Thundercats. SimCity is getting cheetah speed back. It felt slow to me because you could hit the pause or play speed once to toggle through. But it just didn't feel like going from turtle to llama to cheetah really did anything. And now we know why. It was turned off. That makes sense. Last but not least, Sims 3 Island Paradise was announced. Don't get mad at me. I am simply the messenger. But do go to flameflash.net because I did post the trailer, the game announcement trailer for it. And while on first blush it doesn't sound interesting, take a look at that trailer. Just, pause me and go take a look, or wait until I'm done, because I almost am. I know I should have done a bigger, yay, 100, probably, but we'll do that at 200, maybe. Maybe then I'll know how to record multiple people. That'll help. But I'm FlameFlash. You can reach me at podcast@flameflash.net. I'm also out on Raptr, raptr.com/FlameFlash. Surprise, surprise. So, come and know me better, man. This has been episode 100. And I'm your friendly neighborhood FlameFlash. Have a good night.